Hi, I'm Rob McHouston, owner of Pacific Slot Car Raceways here in Edgewood, Washington. I'd like to give you a brief overview of the types of cars we race here at the racetrack and some of the classes that we run. They're all based on 124 scale cars. They're electric, and two of the types of cars that we run are the modified and the NASCAR. Both of these are based on spring steel type chassis, Lexan bodies, very lightweight, and a entry-level or price point motor that you may be able to see contained underneath that chassis. The difference between these two cars is this has a modified type body. This one has a more fully enclosed, the NASCAR type body. Both of these cars are between $50 and $60, and we race these cars on Thursday evenings. Moving up in the next category of speed and a little bit more money, these are $81. These are Le Mans prototype cars. Also still has your spring steel chassis, the disposable Falcon motor that we saw in the modified class, and you'll see pretty typical in all of these cars is the fine sponge tires that we run, which on the track there's a traction adhesive, and it really helps the cars get around. The track record for this car, this type of car on a 135-foot track, is currently at 5.1 seconds. And moving into the next category of car, also called LMP or Le Mans prototype, this is the advanced car. It's a more sophisticated chassis, also stamped steel, but utilizing the same motor. A bit more aerodynamic of a chassis, and these we offer ready to run by a hand-built builder locally at about $129, and the difference is an entire half a second off of the lap time. The next category up uses the same chassis as Le Mans prototype advanced, you'll see that, but now the main difference you may see is we leave the Falcon $12 motor and go into a much faster rebuildable motor that is called a Contender or C-Can motor. This car also has something that really facilitates the speed, is the high downforce body. And you'll see it in the high downforce body, a lot of air gets trapped between the side wings and the rear tail spoiler, and the cars are going so fast through the air it actually pushes the car down. The Le Mans prototype has a lesser wing, therefore lesser downforce, and it's a slower car, so it doesn't need it as much. So this is the Group 10, faster motor, same chassis, more aerodynamic body. Then what happens is we take that same body, this is called GT12 class, utilizing the high downforce body, but what you're going to see is the difference. We leave the stamped steel chassis, go into a very intricate movement type of spring steel chassis, and again a similar motor, the C-Can motor that you see in both Group 10 and Group 12. Those motors are rebuildable, and for a nominal fee of about $10 to $25, you can have it rebuilt, ready to go, actually better than new, and that can be done several times during the ownership of that motor. They're not a disposable motor. We also run a type of class here at Pacific Raceways that's called wing car racing. They don't look anything like these scale cars. They have aerodynamic wings on the side made out of clear Lexan. And these wings at speed, the air actually forces them outward, forces the rear spoiler downward, and this opening or crossing force of the wind actually applies a downforce to push this car into the track, therefore allowing it to go even faster. This car also, you'll notice the difference in wing car racing, less is better. There's very minimal chassis here. All it does is facilitate holding the guide apart from the motor. The aerodynamics of the body are really what enter into play. This car will get around a 155-foot track in just over 3 seconds. We also are planning on running classes even faster than this in wing car racing. It can go all the way to under 2 seconds on a 155-foot track. We also have a drag strip here at Pacific Raceways and a rental program that we'll show you the tracks on later. So this is an overview of some of the classes that we run here, with more classes yet to come.